Hey, look, understand this, y'all. When you an underdog, when you the person who is always doubted, talked down about, people talk down on your name, your work ethic, realize this. People will never ever give you the credit that you deserve. Because you know why? It will crush a lot of people's pride and ego to admit that you is really a beast at what you do. Whether you working, whether you pursuing a professional career, whether you just naturally overall good in every single thing that you do, you have a mentality to adapt to any given situation or circumstance or predicament that you are placed in. People will never give you the credit that you deserve. You know why? You know why they won't never give you the credit that you deserve as an underdog? Because they know you a beast, and they know you do this stuff consistently, day in and day out, even when nobody is watching you. You put the work in behind the scenes when ain't nobody watching you. You do this stuff in front of people. You do this stuff when ain't nobody is paying you no type of attention. You grind and work hard even if you ain't seeing out an ounce of results at all. And you also understand as an underdog that your process and your time to shine is going to come over time and not overnight. But at the same time, you still ain't waiting around for nobody handouts. You ain't waiting on nobody's time. You still grinding for what you want, even though it's taking you much longer than others. But at the same time, you, in the midst of it, you also gaining understanding. You also building character. You also is building integrity. You also is gaining experience and wisdom along your journey and your process of being an underdog. You feel me? Because I know I'm one of them underdogs for real, bro. I know it. I've been that way for almost 28 years of my life, bro. People will never give me the credit that I deserve, bro. You know why, bro? It will, man, I'm telling you, it will make them feel inferior or some type of, or some kind of manner or some type of way that to give me credit for real. But I mean, like, and then you gotta think, nowadays people always tell me this all of the time: work smart and not hard. Which we've been hearing that slogan for like the past decade. All right? But to some degree, you're gonna have to put in some form of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual work if you want to get to where you want to be in life. You can't always BS your way through everything, bro. You can look like you do what you do. You can look like you grind. You can look like you working on your job or on your craft, but to some degree, you will be put to the test. And if and in some type of form or fashion or manner, when real competition was to like come around or out and about, you're going to get exposed. You're going to get exposed as the fraud or as the person that you thought that you didn't think you were. Because you know why? Real recognize real. We as underdogs, we see our worth, even when nobody else see our worth. You feel me? We don't care nothing about no validation. We don't care nothing about no credentials. We don't care nothing about being awarded, bro. We do this stuff day in and day out, bro. Even when we tired, bro. Even when we supposed to give our minds, our bodies a break. But you got to think. People like me now, at this point in my life, I'm almost pushing 28. Everybody be thinking I be working too hard, bro. Let me tell y'all this. Nowadays, y'all don't even be realizing. I'm only using, like, literally, like, 10 to 20% of my actual energy. Everything has became more mental and psychological and spiritual for me now. I've already mastered the physicality of my work ethic before I even reached 24. I've already mastered that. Already. Everything is now more mental, and nowadays I make stuff look so effortless when I be grinding. That's why even when I'm working on my craft or at my job, I can bullshit literally for 3 hours on the job and still get done with everything I need to get done with in like 4 hours throughout my 8-hour shift. Because everything has become mental now, bro. At this point in my life, I just be like smooth selling, man. It's smooth for me now because I've already went through the ugly phases of being doubted, questioning myself day in and day out. Am I good enough to even hang? Am I good enough to belong in this type of category? And I start realizing that, bruh, I'm different. I'm just different, man. I don't need nobody validating me. I don't gotta seek nobody's approval. I don't have to do stuff in front of people to make it seem like I'm worthy to be rewarded or to be acknowledged. I do this day in and day out, even if I'm not ever seeing not an ounce of results. And if you don't think I'll be grinding behind the scenes, I do. But I tell everybody this: not every man and not every woman is loud. I'm not loud about what I do. I can't be. Why? I got nothing to prove to nobody but myself. And now to the people that's really secretly is inspired by my work ethic or who admire me from afar. And my family and friends who really care about me, who really want to see me grow, for real. We ain't talking about just financial. We talking about emotionally, spiritually, intimately, psychologically, bro. As a human being, bro. They want to see me flourish. And it's like, in other aspects of my life, it's starting to show that I'm flourishing in so many ways, man. And you know, and this is like kind of like a motivational video for all of the people who are underestimated, who is talked down on, and they know they good, they know they dogs, but they will always be underrated. They will always be looked past, because I feel where y'all coming from, because I used to be like that even when I played football and sports. People used to really lie on my work ethic. They used to lie on my name and said I used to do no type of work. But I used to put the most work in behind the scenes. And a lot of them will never admit that I was better than most of them, bro. But I was just humble, and I was never trying to compete or trying to make nobody look bad, because real ones know not to kick people when they down, bro. And I always said when I ever got older, bro, I'll never be that young OG to talk down on the next young dude or anybody who's coming up underneath me, man. Because I was once in y'all shoes, bro. I was once that underdog too, who people used to try to, you know, stun on and talk down on and frown upon or overlook me. I'll never be that type of way, man. I got too much humility, man, for myself and upon others, man. You know, and I ain't never afraid to pass that torch on to the next generations that's coming up underneath me, man. Because, you know, and some of these old heads too as well, and these people that be doubting you, as well as your peers, as well as society, they be afraid to pass that torch to you, bro. They be afraid to pass that torch to you. You know why? Because they know you a beast, and they know one day that you might surpass them. And low key, you are, for real. You surpassing them in other aspects of your life. And they know you in your own lane. They know you're not worried about nobody else but yourself as an underdog. So, man, if you out there and you feel like you being doubted and you always being frowned upon and you look down on as an underdog, man, this video is for y'all, bro. This video is for y'all. I don't care if you young, old. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what age level you are. I don't care where you come from, the suburbs or from the hood. This video for y'all, man. Y'all be easy and be blessed out here, man. Connificent at 8600 Originals LLC is signing off.